Hello, let's go over the Erinn Adventure Pass Season 1 event. Firstly, all relevant links will be provided in the description of this video. Looking at the webpage here, linked in the description, we can see that the event is active from September 5th to December 12th, 2024. That Thursday, December 12th is before maintenance, so before 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. From the date of this video upload, there are 94 days left to complete the event. Each level apparently requires 200 experience to progress. This may be different in the later levels of the pass, but since this is the first time we've seen an event like this, there's no way to tell until people level up into the pass. Each day has you capped out at 280 experience, and on Saturdays and Sundays, that you can accumulate 420 experience. The web post down here states that there are certain tasks that can only be completed once during the event period, and they do not reset, and then there are other tasks that daily reset. Now, the challenge missions that are only supposed to be completed once during the event period do not seem to be working at the moment. These missions reset daily. So take advantage of that while you can, because they give you a lot of EXP. Alright, let's jump into game and take a look at the event. We can receive the quest from Erinn right here. She'll ask you to pick a main character. That main character can only be chosen once and cannot be changed. Down here under the event menu, you will see the event. If you don't have this event menu, look at the web post. That will explain how you can bind a key to the event, a hotkey to the event, and open up this window. Here are all your rewards, which you can claim. We'll go over that later on. During weekends, it seems that you get a slight experience boost to certain tasks. Visit Erinn once is unlocked every day, which immediately gives you 30 experience. Now, I've found currently the easiest way to max out this 420 experience is by completing sidhe, sorrow, fear, curiosity, all on easy for all of the elite or easy mode dungeons. It doesn't matter which difficulty you do it on. And by doing those 3 dungeons, you should be defeating 300 monsters, which will immediately max out your 420 experience. If you're not strong enough to run content on your own, or you just want a consistent manner to not have to rely on other people to run content, you can do these gathering tasks and other tasks right here that require 0 content running capability. All right, if you're low enough level, you can rebirth, I believe, once daily, so that will give you an easy 120. Otherwise, you should save this rebirth once for the weekends, because you will max out your 180 rather quickly. You should take advantage of your 420, or your 280 rather quickly. You can complete any part-time job once. The easiest part-time job to complete, or one of the easier part-time jobs to complete, is from Erinn. She will have you deliver a package to someone right here in Dunbarton. That can be done very quickly. Then you can gather something 10 times. An easy way to gather something 10 times. Your homestead works, anything, any gathering works, but over here at CO Island. If you follow down this path and take a left up here, there's all of these flower patches, and these base herbs stay here every time. Base herbs can be gathered barehanded, and flower patches can be gathered with a weeding hoe. Those both count to your unlocks, or to your 10 gatherings. After that, you can catch fish. That can be done basically anywhere, and play an instrument 3 times. I'm unsure if singing works for this. I haven't tested that, but singing usually works for those kinds of tasks. Harvest your homestead crops, and complete a pet expedition. assuming you've made it through enough of the generations, you can also complete a special mission and then complete a commerce. The fastest commerce to do is back in Dunbarton. It doesn't matter if you make a profit or how much you spend, but if you come back to Dunbarton and run through the town, from Dunbarton you can pick up from this trade helper imp a commerce by going to trade, selecting something and selling. If you haven't done the commerce quest, you'll most likely have to complete the quest before you do that. And then you can walk it all the way down here to Portcom. That should only take you a couple minutes. Alright, so if you do that, which requires you to do no content at all and requires very minimal equipment, that puts you at 210 experience daily. Now, if you want to max out to get to that 280 experience, you can run some content if you're capable by doing a daily shadow mission, Yolda dungeon, a balancing mission. You could also do the 300 monsters by clearing out the Hill One mines over here, or the ecological reserve. Both of those have some pretty weak monsters that spawn rapidly. So the good news is that even with getting that 210 per day, you'll be able to complete this event with a substantial amount of time left over. Right now we still have that 94 days. At 210 experience daily, you'll be done with about 40 to 45 days worth of grace period before the event's over. That is assuming that all levels require 200 experience. I made a spreadsheet that you can copy into your Google Drive and play around with to figure out how fast, how many days you can miss, or how long it's going to take you to complete with a certain amount of daily experience. That's linked in the description. Last thing to know, and we'll go back to the webpage for this, there is a experience ticket at 2100 NX, so $2.01 or 10 cents. That, what most likely that'll let you do is catch up on levels if you seem to be lacking or towards the end of the event aren't going to max out to that level 50. It'll get you multiple level ups in a day, most likely. Not yet implemented, so we can't really look at that. Now, for all of the free pass items, excluding certain items in here, but most of them, there is an expiration date on any consumable item. That includes the titles. So the titles have a expiration date to use the title, and they only last a certain amount of time as well. You'll get 5 of these Erinn Pass Season 1 Challenger Second Title coupons, which will net you 50 days of being able to use that title. So if you sparse that out throughout the whole event, you'll be able to utilize them for a pretty long period of the event. And it's a relatively good title for a mid-game or early game player. Items like the Pandoll bag do not expire after being used, and so do your homestead items. On to the premium part of the pass. None of the premium items expire, and some of the items are not tradable. They're marked down in this table. Do note that all of the Wild West items say they are not tradable. What I believe is going on here is that the selection box that lets you pick male or female is not tradable, but after you select male or female and you have the item sets, the individual items inside the selection box, or the items that you receive from the selection box, will be tradable. The last thing to note is that you do get 20 reforging tools, 20 exquisite reforging tools. These are not tradable, but assuming that you're running this pass for just the pass at essentially $22, the 20 reforging tools is the best price you can get on exquisite reforging tools. That comes down to 1085 NX per reforging tool, as opposed to the 35 reforging tool bundle, which comes down to a price of 1286 NX per tool. Thank you for your attention, and enjoy the event.